Hello, my name is Daniel Emma, and I'm here to talk about the process and procedures for college and career readiness. The first step to any college application is opening a College Board account, and if you don't already have one, a Gmail account. You should also note the time in which you should start applying to college. This would normally be in your junior or senior years of high school. In this presentation, I'll be talking about the documents needed for college application and the documents needed for financial aid. To continue with the first step, College Board is a site that helps students prepare for transition into college. It is also a site that can be used for the SAT test, AP classes, the AP tests, and more. To open a College Board account, go to account.collegeboard.org. And to open a Gmail account, go to accounts.google.com. What is Common App? Common App is another tool for college transition from high school. It is an online tool for researching financial aid, different scholarships, and connecting with college counselors. To go to the Common App, go to apply.commonapp.org. At the left-hand corner, you can see the deadlines for essays and the Common App, which are between July and December. And the deadline for financial aid and interviews should be done by February. This is an example of what you'll see when you go to the Common App. If you go under Profile, then Common App Fee Waiver, you'll see that they'll ask you if you feel that your financial circumstances might qualify you for an application fee waiver, and in this case, you should choose yes. The next prompt will be for you to support your eligibility for this fee waiver. The most supported way to get this fee waiver is to get a supporting statement from people that are trustworthy and have good relations with you. As you can see on this slide, you can invite a counselor, a teacher, or another recommender. The other recommender can be an art teacher that is not from your school, clergy from the church, your college access counselor, a family member, or a peer. However, there must be two teacher recommendations and one other recommendation for this fee waiver to be approved. College Board is a very important process for the transition to college. Some factors that allude to its importance is its ability to allow students to take the SAT from their own household. Furthermore, this SAT can also be registered and reviewed in your household. The College Board also allows you to apply for financial aid through the CSS profile, which we will expand on later. It can also allow you to keep track of your financial aid and tax returns related to college. Now, what is the CSS profile? In short, the CSS profile is a long form that many colleges, especially private ones, use to calculate your eligibility for non-government financial aid. These can include institutional grants, loans, and scholarships. This form uses your household's income, debt, and expenses to calculate your expected family contribution, or EFC for short. This is the money that you have to pay per annum. These are the different college application fee waivers. The SAT fees, Common App fees, which we just talked about, and the FERPA fees, which we'll expand on later. What is FERPA, or FERPA? The FERPA is a law that regulates privacy of student education records, such as your college application and all documents attached to it. When you sign up for a FERPA waiver, you will not be able to access your letters of recommendations, even when you request for it later. This FERPA waiver ensures that you have great trust in your teacher to make a good recommendation letter. This is why it is important for students to choose the teacher with not only a great relationship, but one that understands your strengths. Now we are talking about the cost of attendance, or COA. The cost of attendance includes direct costs and indirect costs. Direct costs includes tuition and fees, which are usually the same year round. Indirect costs include books and supplies, transportation, personal expenses, housing, and food for off-campus students. These costs fluctuates depending on personal needs and the type of classes one takes and standard of living. Tuition and fees, books and supplies, transportation, housing, and personal expenses are part of the cost of attendance. How to calculate EFC. EFC, as we talked about earlier, is the expected family contribution based on income assets, grade, age, number of students in school. The EFC is used in conjunction with the cost of attendance to find the amount of aid the family is eligible for and the need that the family requires. EFC specifically can be calculated using parent income and parent assets, in addition to student income and student assets. What you would want to do is reduce your EFC to increase your need. On this slide, there are many ways to reduce your expected family contribution, such as having multiple kids in school, minimize your income, increase your taxes, don't put access in the kid's name, don't overvalue your house, start a business, don't include businesses with fewer than 100 employees on the FAFSA. EFC definition. The EFC definition is based on income and assets. It's calculated when you complete financial aid files and your CSS profile. It is very important to note that the amount you pay for college is largely based on your EFC number. The process of giving documents to your college for financial aid is first completed when the financial aid documents on your side is given to the IDOC on College Board. Then the financial aid office of your school of choice gets this information, which you can track. Furthermore, the financial information and your W-2, if applicable, is part of the documents to be given to your financial aid office. The financial information goes through many channels to eventually get to your financial aid office, such as high school, the CSS portal, IDOC, the college portal, or vocational school if you were chosen. To be applicable for college, there's a fundamental checklist that must be completed. These are high school transcript, 5 letters of recommendation, a national ID or regular ID, a passport, and financial documents or non-tax filer statements. There are 4 specific factors that colleges are looking for. These are GPA, test scores for SAT, resume and extracurricular activities, and your personal statement essay. Furthermore, there may be more than one essay depending on the major that you are taking in college. This here is an example of a resume that one may use as a virtual assistant. Here, in this resume, it should show who you are, what you do, how long you've been doing it, who you have been employed by, and what makes you the right person for the job and the audience that you will serve. Your resume should include a cover letter, a LinkedIn profile that is professional, a biography of what you have done to that point, and any meaningful experiences and certificates and interviews. To reiterate, the steps for your college application are choosing the right school for the career that you expect yourself to pursue. Application management, this includes Common App, College Board, and Gmail. Resume and resume creation and editing. Essay and scholarship strategy, crafting the perfect essay from the strategy from the last step, and letters of recommendation from trusted individuals. College fit is very important for your career and academic life after high school. A college must be able to satisfy your academic, financial, and cultural needs. You must go to a college where you know you will thrive in, because in that type of environment, you will see better performance, less stress, and just an overall better experience. This will help you greatly when trying to pursue your career or any type of secondary education. We have many mentoring and we have many mentoring programs, and in this program, we mentor academics, test scores, extracurricular activities, career paths, community service, summer planning, emotional confidence, time management, and scholarships. You are in high school, you should focus on different things. In freshman year, you should focus on grades and your core selection. You're you are new to things and you may not have a career in mind. In sophomore year, you should seek out involvement and leadership. This will help you greatly in the future. And in junior year, you should start preparing for the college and admissions process. And then in senior year, you should navigate this process. The components of the college application include education testing, activities, and writing. This includes high schools, colleges, grades, courses that you have recently taken, any honors that have been bestowed, and organizations that you have joined. In testing, this includes SAT, ACT, Regents, AP tests. Activities include clubs, family responsibilities, sports, and other hobbies. And writing would be your personal statement essay and other types of writings that may be needed for your college admission. The most common mistakes in the college application are missing deadlines, failing to proofread the application, failing to follow directions, such as the length of an essay or the number of recommendations, a meeting required information, applying for an award when you don't qualify, which would be wasting your time, failing to apply for an award for which you are eligible, which would be very negligent, failing to tailor your application to the person, organization, or college that you're applying for, and writing a boring essay. The essay should be very personalized, thought provoking, and make the readers feel an emotion. It doesn't matter what emotion it is, as long as it's very exciting. You're going to have amazing teachers in the university, and going to volunteer will be very good in your career pursuits. There are three different types of scholarships: institutional scholarships, STEM scholarships, and general scholarships. For need financial aid, it is based on the student's financial situation, meaning without the explicit need for a boost in financial help, the students will not get more need-based financial assistance. However, merit-based assistance is based on academic, sports, or any other extracurricular achievement of the students. Having a mix of both need-based financial assistance and merit-based financial assistance is the most appropriate way to take advantage of your resources. Different ways for a merit-based scholarship to be given out can be based on high GPA, great achievements in competitions, participation in renowned conferences, participation in scientific publications, volunteering, great results in language tests such as IELTS, TOEFL, and standardized tests such as the ACT and the SAT. This is an example of merit-based scholarships based on GPA and SAT or ACT scores. Another type of financial assistance is the Pell Grant eligibility. It takes into account your financial need, your cost of attendance, your enrollment status, either full-time or part-time, and your attendance plan, which is having a full academic year or a semester or less than a semester. The Tuition Assistance Program, or TAP, also takes into account these factors. Different ways to appeal for financial aid. The different ways to appeal for financial aid to your college are change in financial circumstances, increase in merit qualifications, informing your financial aid about another school offering more money to have more leverage in negotiation of your own financial aid, informing your financial aid office or just the college in general if of an error, and writing to your financial aid office about circumstances not said in step one, which are single parenthood, mental illness, or bad grades. Engage the youth to serve the community. For students that are struggling with academics and need more hands-on activities to improve your college application, there are many ways. One of those ways would be for the student to take work study. In work study, you can learn skills that you need for your career, precious job experiences, while earning money in the process. And students that take work study are more likely to graduate. There is a gap that one would experience between your expectation of your income stability and your experience with your income stability that one will come to know in your college experience. Students that want experience at college while still being in high school, there is a way, and this way is dual enrollment. In dual enrollment, you can acquire credits from an institution in high school and transfer them when the time is right in your college application. However, you must find out the credits to that can be transferred to the college of your choice. You can use the app Transferology to get the answer to these questions. The transferable credit includes liberal arts or education or elective requirements, and it also includes your major or minor requirements. In this way, you can transfer credits that will contribute to your diploma while still being in high school. And this diploma needs 120 credits, which includes general courses like liberal arts and the major courses and additional electives based on those majors. We have an internship program where we offer mentorship, financial support, networking opportunities, and community and general support. We have open positions for case management, childcare, administration, or virtual assistant and photography. You can join us now by emailing preciouschildcare2280@gmail.com. The study abroad program is different from the normal college application process. In this process, you must provide a portfolio that demonstrates your cultural diplomacy, such as language, music, food, clothing, and hair. You must be prepared to study for an exam while also applying for and getting a visa. Manage your time for studying and traveling. The criteria to be eligible is to take the SAT, the TOEFL, the GMAT, the GRE, or the ACT, and you must get the minimum score that is needed for entry into this program. This is effective for September 2024. This is the timeline for your study abroad application process. You first provide a portfolio for your diplomacy skills, done in between 90 to 120 days. You should start studying for the exam. Apply to your college of choice. Get the acceptance letter and apply for the visa and travel abroad. These are many things to do in just 30 days, so you must manage your time wisely. Then afterwards, you should enjoy your college experience, and after that experience, pursue your career. There are four different types of visas. The M1 visa is for a student who wants to pursue a vocational school. The J1 visa is for exchange visitors participating in exchange programs that is mostly for cultural exchange, research, or medicinal studies. The F1 visa is for students who want to pursue academic studies at accredited universities. This is the most common type of visa for students. The H-18 visa is for employers to employ foreign workers and specialty occupations. The funding resources that are available are optional practical training and curriculum practical training. The difference between the two is that the optional practical training may not be needed, but to succeed in college, it should be necessary. By taking advantage of both the OPT and the CPT, it's when you have extracted the best use of your college experience. What is time management? Time is seen as a commodity, as it is used for planning, setting goals, and getting results. Essential habits that you should take for time management is taking 8 hours for school, 8 hours for extracurricular activities, and 8 hours for sleep. This is very important for both you and the future, and you right now in regards to your mental health, your physical health, and your academic pursuits. What is the Teach Grant? The Teach Grant is the Teacher Education Assistance for College and Higher Education Grants Program. Is one that provides funds to those that teach full-time for at least 4 years in a high-need field at a low-income school or educational agency. This grant is needed to help those that sacrifice their time to help others in their education. If you think that your child is ready based on what has been discussed so far, you should start to enroll them now. As a parent, your role is vital to your child's success. So good parenting is also vital to the success of the child. In parenting, the parent's role is already defined as the caregiver of the child. However, there are other factors that are that prevail in the child's life, such as the child's role and the management schedule that both the child and the parent should be responsible for. If, as a parent or any other family member, has goals such as educational goals, financial goals, spiritual goals, career goals, or wellness goals, if not, join us. In this program, we promote cultural Christian diplomacy with language, music, and connecting to co-working spaces like the church. We have joint venture partnerships for organizations that work with us, and we increase reach and impact due to parents like some of those listening with experience in care, business, and license. Partner with us now with your license or space. In life, it is imperative that you ask the right people the right questions. This is even more so for the college process, as this is your future. For college counselors, you can ask, do you have any list of scholarships secured by recent graduates? This is a good question because it gives you the scholarships that you most probably will be eligible for based on examples on seniors that came before you. For church leaders, small businesses, or volunteer organizations, you can ask your organization of any scholarships or other funding opportunities for college students. This is to know whether this organization has either paid internships, book allowances, or fundraising that may be able to support you. Lastly, for college admission or financial aid officers, you can ask what are some of the most common external funding sources your students use to subsidize the cost of education. This will give you insight of what the college students in the institution that you would like to go to up there for financial responsibility. Some ways to free our financial responsibility is by connecting to funding and shareable resources. These resources include human resources, physical resources, such as equipment and environmental resources, which is connecting to the most funding for nonprofits to serve the wider community. These resources can be recycled over and over again between new students and students that have gone into successful careers. In movement of any type, there are four factors: the story, the goals, the scale, and the ecosystem. In the story, the question that you should be asking is, do you want to be part of something bigger? And in our case, by engaging youth in your community. For goals, it would be to chat about the work from high level strategies and financial goals. For scale, it would be to be clear on what you want out of your business. And for ecosystem, do you know the other people in your immediate and extended business vicinity? Now, that will that will be all. If anyone has any further questions, please contact us at preciouschildcare2280 at gmail.com. Thank you. If you want to be successful in the next 30 years, think about others, not about yourself.